So hello everyone, my name is Sanjay and today in this video we will see how to set up an CI/CD pipeline for a Django based application in Jenkins. So for that matter, let me show you my Django project. So this is the simple book rental system. It's an Django project created by one of my friends. So to create an CI/CD pipeline for this project, what we will be needing is, so the basic requirements are, we should have this project on GitHub. So I have already made an repository on GitHub and pushed this project onto it. Second one is the Jenkins should be installed on your machine. So Jenkins should be installed on your machine. So that is it. And the third one is Docker should be installed on your machine. So let me show you the Docker is already here. So once you open the Docker desktop, it should say here engine is running. So which means the Docker is perfectly running. Now let me show you the Jenkins. So for that, let me open my web browser. So Jenkins is often run on port number 8000, port 8080. So it will ask for login. So I'm entering my username and password. And once I sign in, just wait to sign in. Okay, so once you get into the Jenkins, you will see the dashboard here. Here you can see all the items that you have created so far. So I have created only just one project, that is a book rental web app. So this is the same project I'm referring to here. So I have pushed this on GitHub also. Let me show you the GitHub repository for the same. So so this is the GitHub repo for it. Uh, Book rental system. So this is the Git repo which I have created on GitHub. And then the steps to follow is just you need to create a new item, and then upon creating a new item, you can give it any name. Let's suppose I will give it a test app or anything, and you just need to select a pipeline here and then click OK. But for that, you need to install some plugins also. So let me go to the dashboard and then manage Jenkins, and then click on plugins. So in the plugins, some of the plugins you need to install. So these are the plugins you need to install in order to get started with the CI/CD pipeline. So first of all, the plugin is Git. So for Git, you need to install this plugin. So this Git server, and then again there is one more plugin which is pipeline. So there is one pipeline plugin over here. So all right, so after installing all the plugins, what you need to do is, in your Git repo, you need to add the three important files. That is, one is requirement.txt. So requirement.txt is the file which will install all the requirements that are required for a system to run this application. So how would you get this file? You just need to go into your repo and just type in command pip and freeze, sorry, pip freeze. So you will get all the requirements. And then the next thing is Docker file. So in order to create a Docker image of this application, we need to uh, include the Docker file also. So let me show you the contents of the Docker file. So this is the Docker file. So these are the contents of Docker file. You can get this Docker file from anywhere. You just type in Google and say, let's say I have this project of Django and want the Docker file for the same. So you can get it anywhere. And one more thing, one more file we need is the Jenkins file. This is very important. It contains all the pipeline script that we are about to execute in Jenkins. So this file is very important. Without this file, you cannot go ahead. So there is one more option also. Without this file, you can write this script in Jenkins also, but this is more common to include the Jenkins file itself in the Git repo. So the next step is configure the Jenkins. So upon coming here, I've told you already how to create an project and all this. So this is the project I have created. So let me show you the configure part, what I have done. So in configure, so I have selected the pipeline script from SCM. So if you have included this Jenkins file here, you need to select this pipeline script from SCM, and then SCM is what? Git. So I have provided the Git URL here, and then credentials. So how do you set up credentials? You can uh, Google it how to set up credentials. And then here the main point is the Jenkins by default writes here master. So our main branch is main, not master. So as you can see here, so here on my Git repo, our main branch is main, not master. The default branch is main here. So by default, the Jenkins provides master here. You need to change it to the main, and then click on save and apply. Sorry, click on apply and then save. So these are all the things you need to do properly. And then after you're done with this, you need to just click on build now. So build is scheduled here, as you can see, at 3 o'clock and 8 minutes the build is scheduled. Let me show the console output to you. So in this project, in the pipeline, I have not implemented webhooks. So webhooks is a concept in which, so when you are about to change something, let's suppose some page in this uh, web project or something, let's suppose you add some functionality to it, and once you push those changes to the GitHub, if I have implemented the webhooks here, the Jenkins would have automatically triggered an build now. So right now, just I click on build now. So like that, Jenkins would have done it automatically. But I have not implemented webhooks, so I will have to do it on my own. So whenever I updated my Git repo, I add some. Let's suppose I have add some changes to it. I have add some functionality to the original code. So I will have to push those changes to the GitHub and then come to the Jenkins and manually build the project. So I have to do that because I have not implemented the webhooks. You can also implement webhooks and schedule the time for your build. Let's say whatever time you can do. So webhooks are those, but I have not implemented them in here. So it will take some time, depends on the type of project you are running. So mine is Django application, so it is taking some time. So it's still performing. See, it will take some time. It depends on the system. It will take 5 to 10 minutes. It depends. Now you can see. I've got the message as success. So we have completed the pipeline successfully. So the pipeline has completed successfully just because the Jenkins files here that I have written is correct. So you can see the Jenkins files. I have created the 5 stages. First stage is checkout. What it does, it pulls all the code of this project from this Git repo, and the next step is install dependencies. It installs all the dependencies from this requirement.txt file. Now you understand why this file is very important, because all the requirements that are necessary to run this project are inside this file. So it installs all the dependencies, then it tests all the test cases that are there, then clean old docker image. If there is an old docker image in your system, then it cleans that old docker image and builds a new one for you. And then docker builds, what it does, it builds an container image of our web application. And the last stage is deploy. So it deploys the project on our localhost machine at 8000 port. So the I got the success message here, as you can see, and above also the tick is there, console output as success. So let me show you the docker image of it. So you can see here I've named it as Django image. You can check on cmd also. So if I do cmd and if I say docker ps, so you can see that the image name is Django app. So this image is currently there. So I can run this and I can see my output at this port. So 0.0.0 colon 8000. So let me show you the output in browser, what my web app look like. So localhost and 8000. So this is the web app I'm talking about. So this is the book rental system which we have created. So this is the home page. This is the books page. It will show all the books that are available there. And then this is, and then new arrivals, everything. Then contact, then login. So you can create a login and you can also log in through our account and use the account. So this is it. This is what we were told to do. We have just built an professional CI/CD pipeline, and we have used GitHub, Jenkins, and Docker. So thank you for watching. That's it.